This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Delighted to be joined by my mate Lewis in the Sunderland home changing room. Lewis, how are you feeling about that?
Well, happy about meeting you, but not yet. So 50-50, but we'll take it.
First of all, mate, how are you?
Yeah, spot on, good. Just watched the gym mate box there. Good knockout performance, so cloud nine.
He said you went through the whole camp with him even though you didn't need to.
Well, like I see, when he's a part of the team now, isn't he? Like the gym's one big family. We've all got a good little click going. Like nothing but each other outside the gym, so it's good. And like the last fight, I had done a few heat sessions with me to get that last bit of weight off when he didn't have to, and it was hot in that gym. So got to repay the favour, and very good performance and very good win.
Turning thoughts to yourself, Lewis. Plenty of names out there. I have to start with somebody who would feel more at home in here. Certain Josh Kelly. We were in Liverpool a few weeks ago, and he was telling anyone that would listen, Lewis Ritson's a fight to make. Just your thoughts on that?
Not much really. It's like bullying the little guy, innit? I'm 14 pound lighter than him. He's just been alright to fight Troy, so we'll see what happens there. We'll see if he wants to fight the big guy. But listen, if the money's right, we can get a catch weight. I'm a fighter, and then I'll fight anybody. Of course, a fight can happen, but it's it's a lose-lose for me. And I would think he's going to be far too big on the night. But listen, get past 5 or 6, and I think I can do what Ritson done to him, and I think I can get him out there.
Am I right in thinking you've already fought him once?
I boxed him in where it was senior fights. I boxed him in amateurs and beat him. Dropped him in the last round where it was called a slip, which Josh knows the score. No, I get on with Josh. I think Josh is a canny lad, actually. I really do. I think his dad's a bit of a pain in the arse, but I think Josh is alright. So, no, if it can come off, but I'd rather see him as a fan fight someone like Troy, but we'll see if that happens.
If he does fight Troy, Lewis, that's a North East derby. How would you see that going?
I think it's a great fight. I think it could be a fight of two halves, really. The fights that we've seen Troy sort of half struggling with Henry Scarf and that. Our box has a bit of spoilers, and I think that's what Josh would have to do against Troy. He can't stand in front of him. Josh is too big. Troy's too big, too strong, and he works too good for him. So I'd expect it to be, after 4 or 5 rounds, probably a one-sided beatdown, to be fair, but I could be proven wrong.
So what is next for you? I've heard a couple of names. I've heard Ohara Davies, because he's continually pops his head up and shouts you out. And then the guy that beat Sam Maxwell for a world title. Is that realistic, Lewis?
Yeah, well, they're on about the IBO against the lad that knocks Sam Maxwell out, Ohara. I would like to fight. I like to fight any of them. Ohara's. I've seen one of his interviews where he says I've been calling him or slating him or something. That's really not my style, His name got mentioned. I've said I'll fight him. That's about as much as it's got from me. So, listen, I'm in the gym. I'm training hard. And whatever name they give us, I'll be ready for it. If it's Ohara, happy days.
The IBO world title. It's a world title, Lewis.
Yeah, it's a lot of fighters get sick for it, and I've even given fighters stick in the past for fighting for it. So it's not one of the main ones I wouldn't have said, but if I can win it and get his maybe I can pick a good fight. Like some Maxie Hughes, he's won it and he's sort of skyrocketed from it, hasn't he? So maybe it could be one of them, but we'll wait and see. I see whatever name they give, we'll just accept it and we'll take the fight.
I'll end with a couple of predictions. It's 3 weeks, I think, 4 weeks before AJ Usyk 2.
Yeah, I think more of the same, really. I think if Joshua does go in to try and knock him out, I think he's just going to walk onto something. And if he tries to box me, he's got to box again, won't he? So I can't say anything but a Usyk win. But I want the British lad to win. He's from over here, so hopefully he can pull it off and get a knockout win. But I can't see him doing it.
And talking about 2 different weights, Chris Eubank and Benn.
It's come out the blue, that one, hasn't it? If I was Benn, I would advise to be staying away from that. Me personally, it's a bit like me and Josh Kelly. Two weights above, and it's not really making like Chris Eubank make the weight. It's how much he's going to rehydrate in 24 hours. It's going to be longer than 24 hours by the time they get in there. It's going to be absolutely massive compared to him. And after Benn weighs in at 147, he'll probably go up to 156, 157. So he's not really going to put much on if he weighs in at that. So. I think Benn's great for boxing. I think he's one of the most improved fighters in the country if you watch him. I think he's been matched well, but he's had the jobs to do and he's done them. And he's an explosive puncher, so I wouldn't rule out pulling them off against Eubank either, but I can only see Eubank win that as well.
Lewis, we started half an hour before this interview. I'll pop up to the gym and we'll have another chat for half an hour. But thanks for the 10 minutes on camera, mate.
All the lads think you're the heavyweight that's fighting Joshua in the gym. When you come and all buddies win there and you told them you're Joshua's spawn partner. So they keep saying when's Joshua's spawn partner come back, so I'll tell them the next couple of weeks.
Lovely. Lewis, thanks for putting that on camera, mate.
Yeah, no more, mate.
Take care.